Trying to look for movement. So I decided to try another experiment today during my meditation. I usually always just kind of float from where I'm at here in Southern California all the way up in space, view the Earth, kind of envision Greer giving me a tour of the universe pretty much. And so I zoom out in the solar system. From the solar system, I zoom out, fly out until I'm looking at the Milky Way galaxy. And then from there, I look at Andromeda as a reference. And then I continue flying outwards and outwards until I can't even find the Milky Way anymore. I'm just gone in there's trillions of galaxies out there. And this is usually where I get stuck because I get a little vertigo looking around. I look down and there's nothing there for miles, or thousands of miles for that point. But there's a shit ton of galaxies in every direction. So I usually kind of just hover there and then envision all the life that is sentient enough to contact me back, and I highlight it all in red. And lo and behold, every single galaxy turns red. So it's like, oh man, well, where do I focus? Hey buddy. It's fast. Thank you for coming out. Back to what I was saying, I thought it would be a lot easier if I were to just, the way I totally saw that UFO craft right now. What are these guys doing right here that UFO was not doing? It was moving. See, that's a bird. That's a birdie bird. See, I'm making circles around this bird, and he's just like flapping his wings going the same direction. But that's a UFO. And he is matching every color from my light. My color bar. Did you guys see that? He was going green, blue, red, purple, all those colors. Just right there. Matching my color things. So like I was saying, big difference between these stars and those ET craft is movement. So what I ended up doing was I was flying. I was moving just like they were, all these ET craft. That way I could attract their attention. And lo and behold, I did. As you can see there's a bunch of craft tonight saying hello to me. I think these are the same guys I just saw earlier. So there I was. I made myself glow really brightly in the night, flying through space, and then I started flying in a direction, and I started doing twirly twirls like these guys do, and all that cool stuff. And lo and behold, I had like 8 craft in all directions around me. And I waved to them, and they signaled to me, and they were like, "Who are you?" So I told them, I was like, "I'm Eddie." And they're like, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "Planet Earth. Here, follow me." And I guided them all the way back here. And lo and behold, as you guys can see, all these craft that are swinging by, they listened. And I always tell them, I will never harm you. All I ask is if, you return the favor and interact with me. And if it is safe and appropriate for you to do so, come on, let's interact. I tell them what I'm wearing and what I have, an image of myself, And then, yeah, red sweater, by myself on my rooftop, I'm looking up at the sky. Got a green laser, and I got a color bar flashing all kinds of colors up in the air really brightly so I can attract your attention. I have a night vision camera. I have walkie-talkies. Oh, hey, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. And yeah, like all those details I showed them. And then I guided them here to Earth. I made it clear. I kind of gave them a tour. I showed them Mercury, Venus, Earth on my planet. And I let them know that that's your planet, the third planet from the star. And then you zoom out to Mars. You show them the big ass planet Jupiter, Saturn. Envision Saturn with its big old ring. Uranus, Neptune, and sometimes Pluto, depending on who you ask. And after that, I went back to Earth. I showed them North American continent. Then I specified the United States, the state of California, region Southern California, county Orange, city Costa Mesa, and then even all the way down to my address. I gave them like how your address would look in a letter. I kind of showed them that. So maybe they could tap into the GPS systems and get you directly. And look, you saw it for yourself. We saw like maybe 5 craft tonight so far. It's only 7 minutes in this. It's been a successful night. I'm pretty sure they're standing around me right here too. They kind of have Star Trek rules. You see the craft? And that's just like a nice little distraction. The pilot's flying around there. But there's other craft that are, invisible. And they'll hover around you and kind of feel you out. And if they feel like you won't freak the fuck out if they come out, they'll start showing you more. They go as far as you're comfortable with. If you're not comfortable with the idea that you'll see them, they won't show you themselves to you. If you want to still see them and you're scared, they'll work with you. Just ask them to work with you, and they will. They're very patient people. Much more patient than us humans. So yeah, in this video you saw many craft. You saw a bird. You saw me highlight and draw a ring around the bird, and you saw how the bird didn't give a fuck. I used my bare eye to verify that it was a bird. So yeah, no, we're seeing it tonight. We're seeing these beautiful ships. Sorry about the shaky hands. I'm trying to keep her as steady as I can. Yeah, and sorry my YouTube viewers, but I do have pictures of ETs partially materialized in this world, and through this camera and other things. Where I'm apologizing is I do not know how to upload pictures onto YouTube. Like, otherwise I would totally post them and you guys can see them for yourselves. And it's pretty cool. I have one in the back seat of my car on my lunch break. I asked him to appear when I took a selfie, and then I don't want to mix or call the gender out because I don't know if it's a boy or girl, but there's a being in the back seat of my car, kind of smirking, and I thought that was pretty cool. And Joshua Tree, there's that peeper video. I call it a peeper video. I don't mean to scare you guys. It's just like, but they're checking me out. They're just as afraid of us as we are of them, because in the past, and currently, our government always tries to kill these guys for their technology. And, they live, they breathe, they love, they laugh, they cry, the same as we do. They're just smarter. And, they don't want to be hurt. I don't want to be hurt. So So it's kind of a unique experience for the both of us. So that guy's peeping behind the tree to see if like I'm gonna react in a funny way. And he's checking me out. And then later on that night he still comes back. I try to move that lantern to see if like I'm trying to hope I'm not blinding the camera. And then I leave that lantern on when I'm by myself because I want to make sure cars see me in the middle of the desert. Because sometimes people zoom past there going like 80 miles an hour and I don't want to get ran over or my equipment getting smushed. So I leave that light on. Now I leave it on the ground in front of the camera. in front of my car. This is still like, we're practicing CE5, so it's not like we have a formula that is, 100% on everything. We know how to generally get them to come, but as far as the rest of the interactions go, it's in our own hands. We're experimenting here. That's what got me to get this light bar. That's what got me to get the walkie-talkies. That's what got me to get the lasers. That's what got me to get the night vision camera, my tri-field meter, my lightning checker, all this technological gear. Because it's cool to see them without the stuff, which I love, and I will never trade it for anything in the world. But everyone's always asking for proof, otherwise they, deem you to be a loony. And then you show them these videos and they're like, half the crowd will love it and they'll appreciate it. There's a select few of you that are gonna be like, it's a bird, a duck, or this, or that, or this. I can totally understand skepticism as far as, it's good to question everything. But then there's being a debunker. You're coming into it with the mindset of just calling anybody with any material a liar. That's what a debunker is. You're trying to prove them wrong. So if you can't prove them wrong, you'll just say it's CGI. If you can't do that, you'll just attack the person. And, it's not nice. So, and then we invite you guys to come out with us. If you really are skeptical and you live in Southern California, let me know. We can always try to get out here and I'll show you for yourselves too. But if you see anything, I'm just telling you right now, you'll never unsee it. And it's not a bad thing, it's just you'll have to come to terms with the fact that we're not alone in the universe. And that's a lot for some people, so it's easier for them to be like it's fake and bullshit than to accept the fact that, maybe everything we were taught isn't exactly correct. There's other people out there in the universe. We're not the smartest. I don't see us with ships like this flying around. I don't see us being telepathic towards one another like these guys are. So, hey buddy, look at that. I'm gonna zoom in on them. They're giving me a show today. Look at that, through the clouds. And he's gone. You want to call that a bug? A bat? A bird? A jet? A satellite? And you guys got to throw us a bone once in a while, because you guys see it for your own selves here on this video. That was clearly a ship flying way too fast for a satellite, way too high for an animal, illuminating light unlike an animal. I don't see bats glowing in the dark in night vision. And if they did, I think that'd be a very interesting thing to record anyways, seeing bats in night vision like that glowing, anything glowing. A glowing chihuahua, for all I care. It'll be like something to talk about in the science world. But that's not the case. You saw it for yourselves, that was a craft. So I've shown you many crafts now. One flying multiple colors, and then the other one, straight shooters. And then there's the bird, so you can see for yourself. That's clearly an airplane. As you can see, it's blinking. It's got its green and red port and starboard running lights, flying in one predictable path. It's going fast as far as like I can't run that as fast as that thing's flying, but it's not shooting across the sky like you just saw that ET craft do. I live close to John Wayne Airport, so I'm always seeing airplanes coming in and out. So we definitely know the difference between all that and an ET craft. Another helpful thing is to have a star chart and a satellite tracker. That way you know if it's like a satellite or not. Sometimes they're moving in one slow, predictable path, and that'll be totally a satellite most of the time. But if you flash a laser and draw a circle around them, and if it either disappears or flashes, that's definitely not a satellite. It's an ET craft pretending to be one so he doesn't get shot down. You know, none of us want to get shot down, so you can do what you can to avoid that. We're going on to 17 minutes. I'm going to restart the film, and then hopefully we get some more.